how meditation changed my life. So are you looking to start a meditation practice and you are hearing about this like meditation, sounds like it's really powerful, is important, but I have no idea what to do and I want to know, I'm just curious, like, is it going to transform me? Well, I'm going to tell you how meditation personally changed my life. It was incredibly transformational. It's why I'm here, and it's got a whirlwind of a story, so get ready. My name is Monica Reyes, and I am a spiritual and high-performance coach, and I tell you and teach you about mind, business, and spirit and how to integrate spirituality through all of the areas of your life. So today we're going to talk about how meditation personally changed my life. So when I started on this journey, it's actually a really funny story. I was broke as a joke. And I'm talking like I I didn't have any money for food. I was fighting with my boyfriend at the time. My gosh, it was so hard. I was late on every bill. I was negative all of the time, bouncing my checks. It was a really, really, really tough time. And I was an entrepreneur. It was my first year as an entrepreneur. Third business. And I was building a law firm and I was working 7 days a week. And I don't know, are you an entrepreneur? If you're an entrepreneur, I know you can feel this, like you get this, how hard the first few years are. So it was really, really tough. And at some point I was like, oh my God, please, like I cannot do this anymore. Like, why is this not working? Why is it not flowing? You know, I need a break. There has to be a better way. And I literally dropped down to my knees and I was crying and I was like praying. And it's interesting because I didn't pray at the time. I didn't have a relationship with God. I'd gone through this like weird journey of like being anti-religion. Even though I grew up in Catholicism, and I was like, I don't know why, but I just need a better way. And the very next day I had this appointment. So I was working at the time, I had been through this abusive relationship and I was working through this trauma with this guy, a friend of mine who was, giving me basically traumatic work for free. And he knew what I was up against and he gave me a book. He said, you know what, I've got this book and weird stuff's been happening with this book. And he's like, and it's been a lot of blessings. Like I've gotten a package out of nowhere and like money out of nowhere. It's like, I think you could use the luck. So he handed me the book and I dug right in, of course, because I was like, I need some miracles. And the book was basically a book about meditation, but coming from the heart space. And it was a book on manifestation, on how to manifest. I had no idea. I'd never meditated before. And at the time, I dabbled in a little bit of like curious science and spirituality, but nothing really. So I tried it every single day that week. And a week later, I got a call from an attorney. So as an attorney, the beautiful thing, side note, you can refer business. If you refer business to another attorney and they sometimes can give you a little percentage of what you get of the sort of the settlement. And so that's what I did. I'd met this random person in the parking lot and they got into a car accident. And so they needed an attorney. So I called this guy that I met once and he's the one that gave me a call. He's like, Monica, remember that referral you gave me about a year ago? He's like, well, I'm here to tell you that we settled finally. And I'm sending you a check for $25,000. I was like, what? What's crazy is I had asked for $26,000 in my meditation, actually. So it was really interesting that I came so close to the number and I thought, damn, is this real? Like, is this a coincidence? Like, first off, what are the chances of this like a money amount being so close? Secondly, the timing of it. Like, why didn't I get the check before? Why did I get the check after I read this random ass book that apparently was supposed to bring me all these crazy gifts, right? All of a sudden. That money saved my life. And of course I kept meditating because it was making me money. So I kept meditating, ended up building a multi-million-dollar law firm and meditated every day once I became pregnant because I knew that at that point I started to see not just, at that point is beyond the money. At that point I was feeling so connected to myself and to the earth and to the planet and to, source and the universe. And my brain was changing in a way that I couldn't even explain. Well, I can explain it now. So the powerful thing about meditation that most people don't talk about, right? It's great for obviously stress and health benefits and anti-aging and, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But to me, the biggest benefit is what's called awareness. And that is how we are evolving. So if you think back in evolution, beginning of time, we were like, fish, then we were on land. And then at some point we started to turn in like Homo sapiens, right? We started to evolve into more human-like creatures. And then at some point there was a switch where we went from not aware to self-aware. It was all of a sudden the universe becoming aware of itself, right? That is who we are now. We are the universe becoming aware of itself. And so awareness, in my experience, I'm seeing, and I have been seeing for many, many years now, that we become more and more aware the more. That's the way we're evolving, right? We're raising our consciousness, becoming more aware of the consciousness that we are. And so awareness is a vehicle, or meditation is a vehicle for more awareness. And so of course, meditation changed my life, because not only did it change my business, not only did it make me more intuitive and more connected and more calm, it also gave me more vision and more I feel energy. Not only I can feel, my environment, but I can feel people. I'm so incredibly empathetic, but the awareness element, that awareness piece is huge, because it allows you to really get to know who you are. It slows down your thinking. It allows you to not react, to instead respond, to see that everything is happening for you, right? To not be stuck in that sort of that limiting pattern, and that limiting mental pattern or behavior, which is basically like automatic pilot. You break out of that, you disrupt all those thought patterns, and then instead you're living in this present moment, because that's all you really have. So it is a really powerful meditation. It beyond changed my life. I'm a different person. I'm completely different. My life is completely different. Everything is completely different. I went from attorney to this. I'm here now spreading this message because it was so powerful. So if you haven't already started meditating, holy shit, you need to start. It is time. If you're watching this video right now, that means that this is the call for you, right? And don't be afraid. I mean, meditation is super simple. I have several videos on meditation, on getting started, on creating the discipline, on starting the practice. So find those YouTube videos. There's so much out there. There really is no excuse. And I'm telling you that meditation will absolutely not only change your life, but it will change your business. It will change the way you see everything and everyone, change your relationships. You will transform, and you will be like, holy moly, why didn't I start this earlier? All right. So I hope you got value out of that video. I sure as hell had a lot of fun filming it. So if you like that video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more videos like this, please hit the subscriber button. And hit that bell, because when you hit that bell, you get notified every time I film a video. So I hope that you have a beautiful day, and we will see each other soon.